Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Breauxkin Theory. Today we got the homie, ROX RAN. What's good?
What's good? What's good?
My brother, I appreciate you making some time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you making some time, to chat with us, man. I just wanted to ask you, how did you first get started with this music? What was the journey like?
And the journey is interesting for real, because I first started off as an athlete, somebody as normal kids outside playing sports, and then trying to get serious at sports. And then my father came home from prison and gifted me with a propeller head Reason. I think it was 4.0 or maybe 5.0 at the time. I'm not even sure what version it was. And from there, it just kind of got me started. I got a little MIDI keyboard and really thought I was doing something for a minute.
Yep. Hey, man, you got to start somewhere, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
And that was a spark, man. And that was the spark. I got to say, too, like, when I was playing sports, I had started real late discovering that I really like basketball.
Okay.
And when I had got started with that, I really apply a lot of the principles that I was able to learn through that sport and put it through life. You know what I'm saying?
Like what exactly?
Specifically, like visualization. I would, before games and before like big practices or something, I go meditate before the game.
That's huge.
And what I would really do is I would really like see the game going perfect and exactly how I wanted it to go.
Yep.
I would feel it like it would feel like to just go crazy.
Yep.
Just go crazy. And then when I get in the game, I don't even think. It's just my body do everything on its own. So I just
subconscious.
Yeah, it just got me started on that journey of just something bigger and applying consciousness to everything you do, whether it's music, whether it's your 9 to 5 or whatever the hustle is.
Nah, I feel it. So like, what originally opened your mind to the meditation and stuff like that, especially in high school, man? That's kind of young to like learn that tool, man. A lot of people didn't even know that existed in high school, you know what I'm saying? So like, who kind of put you on that?
For sure. I think it was probably just watching some documentaries. I remember being inspired by Kobe and like the Mamba mentality type thing. But I knew it was bigger than the surface level. It was really being able to tap into something a little bit deeper. And I was just interested to try to find out really what that was.
What would you say was your biggest challenge when trying to adapt that new hobby with your current lifestyle in sports and stuff like that? Like, what would you say was the biggest challenge?
I was still a kid, so it was just kind of like more so I was really going hard at one thing, and then I just enjoyed doing that in my spare time until that, then the music thing just kind of took over and just inspired me on a different level, more than just some physical sports. And
I feel it.
And that's where I was at. But with that too, a lot of time and effort that I put into the things that I do, I also got that from playing sports too. So because you gotta, like, I was practicing before school, after school, practice, and all of that. So I was going super hard. So I definitely take that here. Like, I make even if I don't feel like making a beat, I'm gonna make a beat, at least a beat or two a day at minimum.
It's not hard, you know what I'm saying? It's just literally showing up for yourself, stepping up to the plate and just like putting them reps in, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that like it has to be perfect. Like you don't have to make a banger like every day, you know what I'm saying? But like you do got to show up and make sure that you keep pushing it forward every day, little by little, you know what I'm saying?
100%. I just gotta make sure I sit down. If I just turn the machine on, I'm gonna go from there. I just tell myself, turn the machine on, bro.
That's it. That's all you got to do, and then the inspiration flows through you. You know what I mean? So that's love, man. Nowadays, how do you see meditation affecting the music, or like what have you learned from meditation when implementing it with the music?
It's just a calming, and also when I like before I sit down and I go to make a beat and I do meditate, I try to picture myself feeling them chills, or like when you like, woo, that shit
Goosebumps,
fire, like yeah, like
already
I
get
try
that
to
frequency right.
Yeah, I try to produce that feeling.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times when I sit down and do it, I usually come up with something that give me that feeling.
Yeah.
And that let me know that boom, that worked. I manifested that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for real. I mean, there's many ways to skin a cat, man. The visualization, man, it's super powerful. And like once you understand that, like there's a lot of tools that we may look over as some like really simple shit, like just sitting still for a little while. Like, bro, that's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Like if you knew the benefits of what it could do for you for real, you know, you wouldn't even second guess it. But just like being able to tap into that energy, man, like another way that I kind of like, not, I wouldn't say visualize, but like kind of map everything out too, man. Like I just learned this technique, man, but just like visualize the LPs and you know, the projects that kind of like made me want to produce, like just sit there and study them, bro. Like, you know, for me, one of those albums is MF Doom's Food. So it's like, you know, sometimes, especially like, you know, when I like as a producer, bro, I feel like kind of like down and out, bro. I kind of like go back to that to like kind of just like I don't ever try to like copy what MF Doom did or anything like that, but just like I try to see sound selection and like thought process behind all of that. You understand what I'm saying? Like I try to like sit in the driver's seat and be like, all right, so like did he do this in one take? Did he, you know what I'm saying? Like, was he just freestyling the whole beat and took the best part? Like, so, you know, I try not to stay like too grounded onto like, it has to be one way or anything like that, man. But yeah, man, definitely.
Right. It's crazy how it switch up like that, bro, because like, I do that too. Like I study like Tribe and Dilla and like those are like my bag of what I really love. But more recently, that song Static Selector did with West Side Gun and Griselda and had Joey
Rome Streets.
Yeah.
That joint was hard.
So in the beat, man, it really inspired me in the beat because he switched it up. About it was like a 4, and then another 4, and then the beat just kept changing a little bit, and I mean it just kept you into it and kept you in, and then the feeling and it was just dope. So yeah, I definitely know what you feeling, and I'll be studying. All right, when he switch it up. All right, when did he throw this in there? Not to copy, but just to get a full understanding of how people put their art together.
Yeah, nah, I feel it. Cause I mean, it's something as simple as that, man. You know, you could look at it and kind of dissect it and be like you said, like he switched it up at this bar, he and then you use those same principles, not trying to implement the sound, but just like technique wise, you could make a Dilla type beat, imitating Static Select, just that whole part, just because you were inspired, and you know what I'm saying, come up with some new crazy shit that sound like nothing that like either of those guys created, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
absolutely,
you know, not being scared to use your creativity in the way that it's supposed to be is a major key for me. Something
and
that helped
more
me
information. Right. The more information help you be creative. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like the more information you got, the more creative you feel like you can be. The more you can expand.
Yeah,
for sure.
One thing that helped me with that, man, this book is called Steal Like an Artist. And basically, I ain't gonna, you know, over talk it, but it's a really, really short book. It's probably like this big, bro. Like, you know, and the pages is so small and shit like that. So like, it was a fast read. But what it talks about, man, is just like, you know, you should never be scared to like take your creativity and mix it with something that somebody else did for the sake of like you copying them or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like imposter syndrome is real, bro, and we'll talk ourselves out of some great magic shit that we've done, you know what I'm saying, as artists,
I do
as
it
producers.
all the time.
Exactly, bro. So like
I hear a loop And
Yeah,
I'd be
exactly.
like, no, I can't do nothing. It's already
Yeah,
it's a
exactly,
straight
bro.
loop, and I don't never touch it because I like to
But you know,
build it.
at the end of the day,
Yeah,
bro, creativity is just that. Cause like, even if it's just a loop and you find a loop and you put it together, nobody put that part together. Nobody put that, you know, and even if they did, nobody got it to the artist that you got it to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't be scared to act on them type of things, man, because creativity is just that. You know, you listen to somebody like West Side Gun, bro. Most of his tracks, bro, is literally just a loop, and that's it. No drums added, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that type of stuff, bro. It show you, you know, sky's the limit, really, because what you may see as like not being creative, somebody may hear it and they be able to draw inspiration and take it from there. You know what I'm saying? So like, definitely. But if you haven't read that book, bro, definitely pick that up, man. And I think it could definitely help any artist.
Yeah, I'm about to check that one out for sure.
Yeah, all of Austin Kleon book, man, they fire, bro. But as far as like beats and making music and stuff, how do you find out what's gonna make the cut? What sees the light of day? What's that process like for you?
Actually, it's compounding a bunch of beats. Actually, it's the process. And when I got a lot of beats, a lot of work, then I'm kind of, all right, which one sound the best? What's the top 20? What's the top 30? What's the, you know what I'm saying? And with that process, I can kind of like see like what I like the most. And a lot of times I'll be wrong because some people might hear it and I'll be like, you like that? That's what and it didn't catch me. So it's kind of difficult,
bro.
You know, but at this point, I just try to put everything out.
Yeah, man, that's one of the things that really messed with me when first starting out, bro, because like not being able to call it, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're starting something like this, like a type beat channel or anything like that, you know, when you put beats out and you start seeing the reactions and you're like, all right, everybody fuck with my Tribe Called Quest beats. I'ma just keep making Tribe Called Quest beats, right? And then you think like, I'm opposed to J. Cole beat, it's all right, but this is just who I can hear. You know what I'm saying? And that shit goes off. Then it's like, it done broke your whole perception on like who you are as a producer, because it's like, now it's like, this is what they want. Like, I gotta keep making these now. Like, so I get what you're saying, bro, for real. But it's always dope to not limit yourself and always just keep pushing the needle forward, man, no matter what. That vault mindset is something that I learned a lot later in the career. Just like having that alone, bro, it sets you up for success because you're not pressed on content. You're not pressed to have to make a beat. You know, you got like all these beats that are heat already sitting in the folder ready to go. So it's like, it's nothing to drop nothing any day, you know, and you're pretty consistent, bro. You dropping every day, right?
Yes, sir. On YouTube too. I'm trying to add that, just getting that started. But definitely just trying to get out as much as music as possible and let the people catch up. However they see fit, however it may be. You know, at the end of the day, I try to make sure I do this for love, and I don't step out and try to, you know, be greedy, or even when I'm dealing with artists, you know, it's conversations and it's a negotiation. It's you know, the price ain't the price for everybody, but it's just communication and connection, man.
Yeah, you got to, man. I feel like that's one of the most important things in this industry that really doesn't get talked about enough, man, because like somebody seeing your art and being like, I can make a song over that is really humbling. But at the same time too, like you have to protect yourself as a producer, as an artist too, because you know, in a sense, you giving away beats for free and then it takes off and there's no contract behind it. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, you know, are y'all that cool to where he gonna just give you money like just off the strength? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like sometimes it could be a gift and a curse, but you know, I believe that God always gonna guide you through everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely gonna make everything happen for a reason and, you know, bless the situation. But nah, definitely as a producer, who would you say is your biggest inspiration?
Oh, that's a lot. I would probably say Ninth Wonder.
Okay.
Because as a kid, that was like one of the first ones that I was really like I want to watch every video. I want to watch,
Yep.
you know, I want to listen to every beat he did. I want to, Little Brother, you know what I'm saying, Fonte and all of them. I want to listen to every record because they got some records with Knife. So yeah, and that just get me down the rabbit hole of just figuring out different artists and different people in that lane. And you know, it's not considered mainstream hip hop as of today, but I mean, it's what I like.
It was at one point, you know what I'm saying? At one point.
It was
at one point it was, and I think it's making a comeback, man. So, you know,
and also not pigeonholing myself either, because I do I can make other stuff, I do make other stuff, current day stuff as well. Whatever the ear feel like making that day, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel it, bro.
But I do gotta, you know, a backdrop of who I am and where I'm gonna go to, where I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it. It could be hard as producers, man, to kind of like step out the realm of like what you normally do. Like if you make tribe type beats and then all of a sudden one day go to R&B, but like that type of self work, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of versatile attribute, I guess you could say, is what takes you to the next level, in my opinion, man. Just fighting through that, you know what I'm saying? Like that imposter syndrome, I'll call it. You know what I'm saying? Like telling yourself that you got to make a certain type of beat or people ain't gonna click it. You know what I'm saying? Because like the whole reason that people clicking is because it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, if I see a beat produced by Kanye or Ninth Wonder or whatever, I'm not clicking because of the person most likely, you know what I'm saying, on the track. I'm clicking because I want to hear what this world sounds like. Because those type of producers create whole worlds out of sound. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like, all right, I'm gonna find a sample and that's it. Like that sample gonna be flipped.
Right, and that's another thing why I said, like, you know, it bothered me sometimes. I won't even take it if it's just a loop or it's just like, and I can't really make it my own thing. Well, you can, but you know, just making
it surprised,
your
man.
own thing. You know what I'm saying?
You should try that out and just make a couple joints and then just play with the effects. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really feel like you got to do something on it, do a little effects, man. Do a little in and out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, switch something up light. Maybe switch the key, something. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be surprised what other people draw from that, man. Like, for real. People search for just like drumless samples and stuff like that too, man. So it's a super niche crowd, but there are people that search for that type of stuff, man.
I'm on it. I'm on it for sure. I know even the process I be doing, I change it up. Like a lot of times I like to start with drums. I like to find just some drums I like, and then maybe I go with the sample over top, or maybe I do the other way around, or maybe I'll start with a bass to try to find a. I've been trying to switch it up a little bit more just so I can get out of my comfort zone with that too. Just like expand on, because I noticed I can make the same beat, but if I have a different approach to it, it always come out different.
Oh yeah, completely different. But like, you know, that's the beautiful thing about using gear too, man, because in a weird way, when you're limited, and you know, a lot of this stuff, of course, we have like, you know, the machines and the MPCs, the modern MPCs with stem separation and stuff like that. But like let's just use the MPC 2000, you know what I'm saying, and being limited on certain things, like you're not having the stem separation, you're not having certain EQ effects and things like that you normally would in this day and age. It kind of limits you to kind of think about things in a different perspective. Like, all right, how am I gonna go about this? Does the sample need to, you know what I'm saying? It's different than your normal workflow and just like using a lot of these modern tools, and you come up with some crazy shit. It may be simple, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of simple stuff that's going up right now. So it's like, just because it's simple don't mean it's not gonna make no money. You know what I'm saying? literally, you could make a beat in 5 minutes, put it up, and then somebody's like, I want that instantly, bro. Like, and that's just the game, bro. As a producer, like, just us being able to do something magical like that, bro, is just, it's crazy, bro. We think of things and then make money off the ideas, bro. Like,
exactly.
For real, man. How important is faith to you, bro?
I think that's everything. Literally everything.
Finesse, baby.
Cause you know, anywhere else I go, it ain't going if I ain't got that. It just flat out. I'm a person that could, if I don't have something that I'm passionate about or something that I'm chasing, I could be a little depressed, which I do know that about myself, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do know that it's there.
I would say it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, if you knowing that about yourself, you already passed a lot of folks. You know what I'm saying? So like that dedication, just like you can hear it in the way that you talk, bro. You like, I gotta make a beat or two a day. So like knowing that about yourself and knowing that you have to make a beat or two a day, that is a formula for success, bro. You already know about yourself. So like you don't want to have those days, so you're gonna work harder than most. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, what's gonna happen? You're gonna make a whole bunch of beats and have a whole bunch of beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best thing.
Right. And at the end of the day, I gotta have just faith in myself. Because a lot of times, you know, in these positions when you striving for something, it's the wrong mentality, and you end up, you know, getting with people that scam you or because you really just looking outside of yourself trying to make something happen, and you in desperation. So I know with faith, that kind of erases all of that, and I ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, if God in the picture, bro, if it's not a God door, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I operate my life, man. But God gonna make it clear as day. You understand? So it's like, with God on your side, bro, it's a lot of divine protection. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Certain things may happen and you like, man, I can't make it today. And for some reason, you understand why you couldn't make it that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I just go with the flow, man. Let everything reveal itself. I done spent a lot of time trying to force things to happen. And as a rapper, and you get signed to a bad deal, and then you don't even want to do this no more because the business put a sour taste in your mouth, and it's just better ways to move and out of desperation, and you know that's just gonna lead you down the wrong path.
I feel it, man. But a lot of these folks, man, they looking for people to save them, and that's where they fuck up at, man. That's where all the desperation moves come at, because they looking for somebody to just drop a bag in their lap, and it's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna just drop a bag in your lap for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't show no proof. You ain't got no proof of concept, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they do,
they gonna drop that bag in your lap when you got a bag, because you already been shown and proved.
Exactly. But if they just giving you a bag to make you an industry plant, bro, you're selling your soul. You got to understand that. Like, if somebody just dropping a bag and you ain't make no motion or nothing, bro, like, they are literally writing you off on their taxes. It's just, they gonna sign you for $1 million, give you 50 grand up front, and write a whole $1 million off on their taxes and get all that tax break. That's how this game work, bro. These niggas
be on the shelf. You'll be on the shelf for the rest of your career. There you go.
Waiting to release one project, bro. And they're like, nah, it's not time, actually. We're gonna focus on
and then they go tell you go get hot in the street. Get hot in the street.
Go do some performances, you know, like, what are you for? Why did I sign with y'all? But nah, man, hey, you know, like, that's part of the game though. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, for some reason, like, I've had opportunities to sign with labels and things like that, but it's not, it didn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? For me personally. And then it's like, me having God on my side, it didn't make sense to me for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, because now it's at the point to where, like, I done already created the life to where it's on my terms. Like, if a label was to try to come and position themselves and eat with me, and then it's like, why would I give you a percentage off of what I'm doing when I'm already doing it? You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, it doesn't make sense to operate with them. So why even cut them in the first place if we can handle it? You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times, like, artists and producers got like false expectations for the game in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they want to be at a level they ain't worked for yet. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a bar right there. Trying to be at a level you ain't worked for yet.
You ain't put in the 10,000 hours, bro. Shut the fuck up.
There it is.
You already know. Man, but for you, bro, what makes a good beat or song to you?
That's hard. That's hard to say, cause it don't. It could be simple. It could be complicated.
Uh-huh.
It's
No, I
gotta
feel
be.
it.
For me, for the beat wise, I like. I would say the melody is what carry it for me, or the bass line
Finesse,
is
baby.
what carries it for me. Like drums, of course, it's important. You gotta have the
Mm-hmm.
drums. Gotta be at it gotta slap.
Yep,
But
yep.
yeah. I'm a melody guy, and as far as songs go,
Mm-hmm.
I like obscure topics, something
Mm-hmm.
that's not talked about all the time. You know what
What
I'm
would you
saying?
say is your favorite song that's like an obscure topic?
We can. I would say I like Daughters by Nas.
That's a powerful song.
I like that. I like a lot of Kendrick songs. I like a lot of people who gonna have a song that's gonna make me think about something
Mm-hmm.
that's not dealing with. It's a whole topic about one song.
Yep. You could tell that from your beats though, man, because like honestly, the way that your beats are, bro, they're like perfect for storytelling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in a weird way, bro, you're kind of like manifesting the artist that you like the most to be able to do their thing exactly what it is that you like on the track. You know what I'm saying? So that's always dope, man, when it could go hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Of
What
course.
what has been your experience with music theory, bro? Did you get taught music theory? Are you self-taught? What's the deal with it?
So a little bit of both. I grew
Mm.
up and I played in the band in elementary and middle school, and the
Okay,
marching
okay.
band in high school. I played the trumpet, so I know how to
Mm,
read music, and I played in jazz band, and
that's
so
Finesse,
fine.
baby.
I could play some things over my beats, and I do some things like that every now and then. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and and then when I went to school and college, I did take some music theory, but to be honest with you, they was talking about Beethoven and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
I
tuned
wasn't.
out. Yeah, nah, I feel
Yeah.
it, bro. I feel it. I feel it. That that's the hardest part for me, bro, because like I'm self-taught everything, man. So like, music theory has probably been the biggest curve for me. At first, when I first started out, man, it was really just like whatever sounds hot. I was really doing a lot of like imitating what was already out in my favorite shit. So it was like I was trying to like, when I was go out of key, it's because Tyler the Creator did it, or when I go out of key,
Right.
it's because MF Doom did it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But literally, what changed my life forever, bro, and I'll never forget this, man. Cardo got wings, bro. We was on Clubhouse, and somebody was trying to take credit for the God's Plan track that he did, and was trying to say that they made it or whatever. So somebody in the room knew Cardo personally and called him in there and was like, yo, this dude's trying to say that he worked on the track, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So he pops in there, bro runs out that tried to take the credit, you know what I'm saying? So we all just kicking it, Cardo's in there talking shit, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, bro, this is my chance. So literally, bro, everybody's just talking. So I put my iRig on, bro, and I just start playing music. And then somebody muted me because Clubhouse, you can mute
Finesse,
people that start talking shit or troll or whatever. Somebody muted me, and Cardo was like, no, what's that? That shit was hot. Play that.
Yeah.
So I played it back, and he's like, yo, that shit's hot, man, but your 808's out of key. And that shit broke my, like, bro, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand what do you
Out
mean
of
out of
key.
key, bro? Them shits is hidden. Like, you ain't hearing the same shit I heard, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like that set me up for a whole new rabbit hole of like, now the drums need to be on point with the melody. Like, now I need to know the key of everything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm
Right.
super grateful for that interaction, bro, because that changed my life forever, bro.
That's dope. That's big. With the MPC and new technology nowadays,
Yeah,
it's
man, it's
crazy
easy.
how they tell you what key everything is in. So it's
Yeah.
like it's not even. But I feel you because when I was working with Reason,
Uh-huh.
and other Ableton and stuff like that.
Yep.
You gotta figure out your own shit. You see what I'm saying?
Man, because I work off of FL mainly. Like I have the machine, but I use the machine in MIDI mode because I'm so comfortable with FL. You know what I'm saying? Like my workflow is just like stupid comfortable. Like it's so fast for me to do stuff. Why would I feel like why would I sit there and learn how to use the machine and stuff? But where I'm at now as an artist, bro, I'm like I have to learn how to use that shit, bro. Like I gotta be able to switch it up. I gotta invest, but shit's just been too busy. But man,
I don't think it matter what you use, but I will say doing both, I like analog. The analog sound is slightly it's just a different, like if you got a record player, so it got a different type of sound than a CD player. An analog sound is a little bit different.
Nah, man,
it don't really matter. Like, you can make hits on anything.
Yup. Yeah, man, but you know, I feel odd because I have a piece of equipment I don't know how to use properly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, bro. I gotta learn how to use it. I'm going to eventually. But any books that you're reading that have changed your life forever, or that you have read that help any producer listening?
Not particularly for producers, but just in life, man. 3 magic words. 3 magic words. Who is the author of that? I have to let's see who the author of that was.
I'm looking it up.
But that's my book. I read it a few different times. They even you can listen to it on YouTube. But it's definitely a mindset book.
Yeah, I can't find the author, man. But yeah, man, whenever you find it, man, just shoot it to me, bro. I'll put it in the bio or whatever. So
for sure.
But yeah, man, I always like to ask people because, like, you know, everything's not always having to do with music, but just more general in life, man. Like a lot of
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist is crazy, bro.
That's one of mine that
I'm not even into like the fantasy and like storytelling stuff, man. But just like that shit is crazy, bro. I heard about it, and a lot of people that come on the show, bro, they always say Alchemist. So I finally broke down, bought the book. And man, I couldn't put it down, bro. I could not put that thing down, bro. That thing was dope. And it's like very true, man, in life in general. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be searching for something that's right next to you this whole time. Like it's right where you're already at. You already got what you need. You know what I'm saying? You don't know it though.
but the journey is still worthwhile though. You still gotta take them steps, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? What sacrifices do you feel like you've made to get where you're at right now?
Oh man, every you know, I'm a husband. I work full time too. I got a son. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that like I might stay up past midnight knowing I gotta get up at 4 a.m. just so I can make sure I get these beats in. I'm not playing, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro. I feel you. With me, bro, I've been going to sleep early and waking up at that time, bro, just like trying to get in some extra hours, bro. Like, trust me, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, so the sacrifice is in time. The time that it takes to, you know, do some marketing, because you know, I'm a person who really focused a lot on the craft, but now I gotta open up my brain to wear more hats than I have been wearing, and you know, that's a sacrifice as well, you know, because it's not just music, you know what I'm saying? It's not just making a beat, you know what I'm saying? So it's the ancillary things, it's having a website, is what your fan base, who is your fan base, who you trying to reach out to, who you trying to connect with, in general.
Finesse.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but not for nothing, I mean, that could serve as another skill set, you know what I mean, that you can make bread off of in the future. Like, you know,
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So where it's like, you know, you invest in the time to learn how to do all of those things. If you or a family member or a close friend decided, hey, you know what, I'm gonna start a business. Now you have all that experience, how to find the right people, how to target the right people, how to go in front of, you know what I'm saying? So where it's like, it's a no-brainer. You don't even need to pay nobody for that now too. But the hardest part, man, is like you said, man, finding the time to sit there and watch a YouTube video for an hour that you know nothing about anything, and then go from there and do it all. and waste your money on ads and like
Right,
not
right,
know
right.
what you're doing and all, you know what I mean? Like that's the part, unfortunately, man, like everybody has to go through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like figuring it out, what works, what doesn't work. Because everybody's brand is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what works for me may not work for you and vice versa. So it's like the only way that you get a for sure answer and a for sure formula and system is by trial and error, at least in my book. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what
I agree.
I found to help me a lot. Because a lot of the things on YouTube, bro, they help other people and they may help other businesses, but like this music business, bro, is different from e-commerce, like selling t-shirts and selling services and stuff like that. Because it's like people have to write to the beat first in order to make the purchase anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your approach has to be kind of very thought out and strategic. You know what I'm saying? In order to kind of get it moving in the first place, move the needle at all.
Definitely got to be strategic and the placement of your work has got to be in the right places. And then, you know, again, it's all about targeting your niche. Because I mean, to make a hit for one person, you know what I'm saying, will be totally different for another based on their audience. You know what I'm saying? So just building the right audience. I learned a long time ago that even the music itself, A1, it's got to be A1 for me. But sometimes, in general, it ain't got to be A1 because you just gonna find somebody who like it. If somebody like it, you find enough people that like it, and then the game go.
But the whole thing is, man, like you having a vision for your art, right? Because I mean, we all have things that we're not super attached to, but we're like, it has to see the light of day. Like this has to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Bad,
like
I got my dog.
Nah, you all good, bro.
Want to be part of the interview.
Nah, it's all good, man. But you know, at the end of the day, man, like stuff has to see the light of day, and the only way you kind of figure out whether it's really good or bad or not, besides you rating it, is by putting it out into the world. You know what I'm saying? Like we spoke about it earlier, how, you know, some of the stuff that we think is gonna hit don't hit, and then some of the stuff that we think is gonna hit, you know what I'm saying, don't, and vice versa. But you know, at the end of the day, man, like the universe is gonna tell you what's hot and what's not. You know what I'm saying? And just it's up to you if you adjust accordingly, or you just kind of like just stay stagnant, man. For real. We all have those seasons though, man. So it's something about the game, man, you can't avoid at all, bro. What do you feel like was the best piece of advice that you ever received for this music business?
Finesse, baby.
That's a real good question. I guess my mom told me when I was first started trying to pursue music, and she just told me not to tell. You know what I'm saying? She just told me don't do things, but you know, don't be doing things that you would normally do. Don't be hanging around people you wouldn't normally hang around. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Just for an opportunity, or for, don't be, you know, out here with your hand out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that ain't how she raised me. You know what I'm saying? She raised me to be somebody stand up and to be a boss on my own. And you know what I'm saying? Not without partnerships. You know, that's important and all of that, but you know, just don't lose yourself.
Yeah, nah, it's super important. And in this game, you will get taken advantage of 100% every time. You come out there with your hand out, people recognize that and they understand that you desperate. You know what I'm saying? You're willing to do anything. So literally, if you offering to work for free and stuff, they will work you to the bone, bro, and not pay you a damn cent and be like, well, you say you wanted to do it for free. Like, I'm not giving you no money. You know?
Right. And you know, initially I did that. You know, you throw a couple. You know, I do believe that, you know, if you throw, you know, you give a couple samples out, but make sure it's a sample. Don't give them anything. You know, you give a couple samples out to keep them coming back. But for sure, you got to make sure you take care of yourself. First.
Definitely, man. And you know, when you first, as a producer, man, like when you first kind of like put your foot down and be like, all right, I'm charging for beats now. Like whenever you know, get to the point to where it's like you start putting a price tag, at least for me, I got a lot of resistance. Like first off, like people just didn't want to pay for my beats because I was giving them out for free. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I had a moment in a season in my life to where like I wasn't selling beats because, you know, I literally stopped giving them for free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, just being like we spoke about earlier, man, being water, like understanding, like, yeah, I may take a hit right now, you know what I'm saying, but like this ownership that I'm working towards, like this platform that I'm building, you know what I'm saying, like eventually, bro, it's gonna all work out. But if you don't take a stand and you don't start charging for your beats, at what point are people gonna start paying you just to pay you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you gotta take the first step somewhere, and it's a lonely road to the top, bro. For real. I'm gonna just be real with you. But how do you go about strategy, man?
I think that's, for me, it come down to my niche, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm trying to make and what I'm trying to do. I can strategize around the niche, around the people that I think is gonna like it, and I can build a plan on that. Like, do I wanna, if I was a rapper, am I gonna shoot a video for this? But as a producer, how am I gonna display this art? Am I gonna have artwork with it? Am I going to, you know, what I'm gonna do to get eyes on it first, and then you know, make sure the sound match the picture, and but as far as like strategy goes for like putting stuff out, I don't have one. I just put it out. I don't have a strategy.
Nah, I feel it.
I just let it go, and then for as far as like I'll set it out for like a couple days a week, and I'll make sure everything's planned out for the rest of the week, and just let it go. And throughout the week, I'm working on my next week. So, you know, just keep it moving. And you know, I do plan on releasing a beat tape here within the next couple months. Okay. But again, there's no strategy with that either. I'm not holding on to records. I'm gonna keep this for that. When the time comes, around that time, I'm gonna just drop it with whatever I got at the time. Because you know, just flowing, and I'm gonna just capture a time period of where I'm feeling at the moment, and let it go.
Nah, you should, man. And I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like as far as conceptual art and stuff like that, man, like you could always later down the line be like, all right, now I'm gonna sit here and start stacking records for a project or whatever. But I think it's important, man, in this day and age, bro, like having the access to be able to just make some music and throw it up on all platforms and shit like that, man. It's important to, as a producer, create that revenue and start doing instrumental albums, beat tapes, selling it on Bandcamp, things like that, to put a little bit more money back in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Because like as a producer and an artist, bro, like it's super expensive, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like whether it's you paying for a website every month, or you know what I'm saying, you paying for beats and photo shoots, video shoots, things like that, like you're constantly giving money to make this platform and the foundation, man. So like it's not for the weak, but as long as you know, take care of yourself and you condition yourself mentally to where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you're prepared for what it is that you're going for, you're gonna be all right. It's gonna take some time, but eventually, man, the foundation gonna be built.
That's how, you know, I ain't gonna force it and try to rush it. You just let it flow and you stay consistent. And for sure, my brother.
I feel it. As far as creative block, how do you navigate whenever you feel moments of doubt or moments that it's not really clicking?
I just keep going. Sometimes I make a beat and it don't sound right. I throw out the sample and start over. I just keep going, keep plugging.
I feel it.
Keep plugging, man.
Yeah, you got to, bro. You know, you can't sit there and think about it a little bit too much, man. You gotta just run with it. Give me 3 of your favorite movies.
Ooh, 3 favorite movies. I'm gonna go with American Gangster.
That's classic.
I'm gonna go with Batman. The joint with Batman Forever, I believe it is.
The one with Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones? Is that
yeah.
Okay, with Two-Face.
Yeah, I grew up on that as a kid. It's hilarious. But
that's the one Prince did the soundtrack to. No.
Finesse, baby.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Prince was on that joint at the end when the credits rolled.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure. I know he did one of the soundtracks.
I'm trying to go to stay childhood. Sheesh. You put me on the spot with that one. I'm gonna go Malcolm X.
Hey, that was a great movie, my brother. Yeah, that one was
Something maybe too.
Yeah, man. That was Spike Lee, man. He always does a good job at like just telling a story, man. Just in general, bro. Like he captures all elements of it.
Legend.
You feel, yeah. He's one of. I want to say him and Quentin Tarantino are my favorite filmmakers of all time, for real. Just because of their perspective and how they shoot the movies. It's like when you're watching a Quentin Tarantino film or a Spike Lee movie, bro, you know you watching one. Like, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. The angles, the way that they cut the scenes, they tell the story, like it's just something completely different, man. So that's for sure.
For sure. But then the writing in Malcolm was really good. I don't know if it was the writing or the acting, because Denzel did his thing.
Denzel killed it, yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to tell, because, you know what I'm saying, a good actor won't say that whack line that somebody wrote. He'll come up with his own little thing. I don't know. So I don't know who to blame, but sometimes
it ain't blame, man. A good product came from it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So there ain't no blame.
But yeah.
But give me 3 of the albums that inspired your craft and your production.
It Was Written is definitely one. That was the first tape I ever had. If I Rule the World on there.
That's crazy.
The Warren G album back in the day.
Okay.
I don't know the name of that joint. What's the
one
name
with
of that
Regulate?
Joint? No, actually it wasn't the one with Regulate on it. It was the one with it was his first album? Second album.
Yeah, they had some cuts on that one. The Regulate album. I know that one.
But DJ Quick, strictly. Damn, I'm not good with album names.
Nah, it's all good, bro. I just always ask that, man, just to see like the DNA of the producer, like, you know what I'm saying, like just like what it's made of, you know what I'm saying, like what they made of to pretty much like create the sound that they have, man. And it's super interesting, you know what I'm saying, because your production is dope boom bap, man, like, and to hear like the different inspirations like that make it. I would have never thought that because of the product that, you know what I mean, like that came out of it. I would have never thought Warren G. You understand what I'm saying? But that's dope to hear, like Warren G, DJ Quick, things like that, man. That was definitely dope.
DJ Quick, to me, he might be he up there as far as
definitely. He don't get enough flowers, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real, a lot of people don't even know who DJ Quick is, but you know, like us people that did the homework, us people that read the credits in the albums back in the day when we had physicals and things like that, we know who he is. We watched the interviews, we heard the music, you know what I'm saying? So like, he gonna live forever regardless, you know? Some people might not give him his flowers until he gone. Some people might not know him until he's gone, you know what I'm saying? But while he here, man, we definitely gonna shout him out and give him his flowers, man. He definitely a legend in my book.
For sure. Lastly, too, I gotta say, like, Pete Rock and Smoke DZA, because they did a project together, and I thought that was a classic joint. I like when he not a newer rapper, but when today's rap link up with, you know, one of the legends, you know what I'm saying?
That Common and Pete Rock album.
That Common and Pete Rock, yeah.
They caught me completely off guard, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. And then I heard that first track, and I was like, floating, bro. I ain't even gonna flex. The first track of the album, bro, had me floating. Like, that's the type of shit I miss in hip hop, bro. I'm gonna be real, man. That's the type of music that make you feel good, bro. You just want to stay by the grill all day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You didn't hear the scratching over it. That's another thing. I'm gonna make sure I want to incorporate some skits and some scratching. You know, when I do that beat tape, I want to, you know, make it sound complete.
You
with
know how to
those.
DJ?
No, but my dad is my funny thing is also with music inspiration is my dad is a DJ from Cleveland. He used to take me to help him DJ little weddings or whatever.
That's fire.
And when he doing stuff, he'll let me spin some
Finesse.
records or whatever.
That's fire.
And my mom sung background for Gerald Levert for
That's
a couple
fire.
years. So growing up, I was just around music a lot too.
That's fire. Yeah, that's dope, bro. So you pretty much supposed to be doing music for real, like
For real.
it's destined, man. You a music baby.
For sure.
Nah, I feel it. What would you say has been your biggest investment in music besides time?
Biggest investment. I spent a lot of money, man. When I was trying to figure out, navigate initially as a rapper, trying to figure out where I want to go and what I want to do. I spent a lot of money on shows, marketing, marketing dollars that really didn't even go nowhere too. Sometimes.
Part of the game, man.
I mean, thousands of dollars. Paying for production before I felt confident enough that my production was good enough. I was paying for production for producers that I like Tone Jones, a lot of Cashmere Brown, a lot of those type of producers, and thankful for them. They was able. I got one from PA Dre too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
But navigating, spending a lot of money, just trying to get your music heard, trying to get on blog sites. Back in the day, I remember I spent, money trying to get on all the blogs, and then I got a plug months later with Two Dope Boys supposed to be for free. So it's just funny stuff that you're just trying to get heard and be in the places where you're supposed to be.
Yep. But I bet you those placements and things like that kind of opened up a window for you to be able to get the Two Dope Boys for free. You know what I'm saying? Like one ladder.
That's the way to think of it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it sometimes it may be classified as a waste of money, but you never know who sees you and discovers you from that outlet. You know what I'm saying? And or like who wants to work with you and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know what comes from it. Who is somebody that you would love to work with?
I would love to work with Currency, Smoke Dizzer. Somebody that I've been wanting to work with that I just worked with P Gutter from New York. I was happy to get that, and I think that's gonna be a fly record when that drop.
Yeah, for sure.
And but I'm down to work with a lot of art. I'm a fan of a lot of dudes.
Nah, I feel it, man.
RJ Payne.
RJ Payne is dope, man.
Super dope.
Yeah, I like that. The stuff he got with Eric Sermon coming, man. Like they've been making some crazy shit.
For sure. Yeah. Eric Sermon. Shout out to the Sandman. I want to work with him. We supposed to be doing something soon. He won half for the re-up, 1/4 for the re-up gang with Pusha T and Clips. But yeah, just a lot of things are coming to fruition, and a lot of people I want to work with is starting to come around. So I'm excited.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
I'm excited to see that.
Who are the people in your circle that push you forward? Kind of help you stay grounded in moments and times that you need it the most.
My 5-year-old, man. That's who I look to.
That's a blessing.
As something that keeps me on my toes and grounded at the same time, because I gotta just be here and be present, and they don't know nothing about no nothing, no bills, no music, no
none of it, bro.
You just gotta be a dad sometime. You just gotta just be here and be present right here. You know what I'm saying? So that keeps me just grounded and regular. I feel like I'm very regular. I feel like if I had $100 million right now, I'll still just be regular.
Yep. You got to, man. You got to. What would you say is the most memorable moment on the come up for you?
So I'm from Cleveland. You know, out here we got, you know, a lot of local rappers. Some that made it big, some that, you know, didn't quite make it big, but some that's just well known and they niche. I don't know if you're familiar with Chip the Ripper.
Yep.
Finesse, baby.
But I did a show with him back in the day, and I was able to, you know, just be on stage with them and vibe with them and kick it with them. And that was a day where I felt accomplished as a rapper at the time. When because I was getting love from the crowd, love from the people, love from Chip. And you know, I just felt like that was a proud moment there, for sure.
Dope music scene out there though, from what I've heard. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of I be sorry because, you know, like people who not from here, they be like, yeah, you know, Kid Cudi and Machine Gun Kelly or whatever, but they, you know, the type of music from Cleveland, they don't represent Cleveland. The type of music they make. They are stars though. They you know, they big stars, and there's no hate, but you know what I'm saying, just as far as representing the sound of Cleveland or somebody that, you know, will be where you from, you would see, you know what I'm saying, that's not them, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it. Who would you say is a good representation of Cleveland to you as an artist or producer?
Of Cleveland. I would, you know, you definitely gotta give it to the legends, Bone Thugs.
Okay.
They rap Cleveland real hard, and the sound is a Cleveland sound. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I thought they was from LA. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I didn't even know.
Yeah. You know, he came and got him. Easy came and got him. So,
that's crazy. So you mentioned that you rap, man.
Finesse, baby.
Did you put the pen down? Are you still rapping? Like, what's the update on that situation?
I honestly don't love rapping. I do it when necessary, but I don't. It's not a love for me. Like I don't have an itch to sit down and write. Like I got an itch to sit down and make a beat. So, and with that knowledge, if I feel like I don't want to put everything into it, then I don't usually put nothing into it. But that's not to say that I ain't got a hot 16 for some time. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. When the moment presents itself.
You know what I'm saying? It come.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely feel it.
But as far as trying to be on stages and be a rapper or something like that, no, that's not my goal.
Yeah, I definitely took a back seat on the rapping thing. And you know, I'm getting back into it now. But it was like a couple years, bro, where I stopped because I didn't feel the need to talk about anything, man. I was really displeased with the state of music, and just in general, bro. Like I just didn't feel the need for it. But it came back, man. I got some stuff to say, man. So I'm, you know, putting together some projects and stuff like that. Definitely would love to hear your raps, though, man. For real. Definitely would want to hear something.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely probably post something that I did, you know, with somebody that's, you know, reputable or something.
Nah, for sure.
Just for nostalgia, you know.
It would be cool. You know what I'm saying?
I do this too now.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah. Tell me about a moment that you wanted to quit, and how did you get through?
I feel like that's almost at one point that was almost
every couple days, right?
But I mean, at the end of the day, man, you gotta take all of the outcome out of what you're trying to do. If you really gonna do it to the best ability, because trying to do it based on this outcome, you setting yourself up for failure, because you pigeonholing, putting yourself in the box, and when that don't happen, you don't know something bigger might be happening or shaping, but you just you putting yourself in a cycle that's not gonna bring about what you're trying to get.
And you know, you might be blocking yourself by operating like that. You know what I'm saying too?
Exactly, or you don't get that inspiration to go to link up with this dude at the studio. You don't even know that somebody else gonna be there because you feeling salty about, down about it. You just gotta go with the flow, man, and stay positive, man. For sure.
That's the biggest thing. We got less than a minute left, bro. I just want to ask you though, what is some advice that you would give your younger self and why?
I'll tell my younger self, don't stress so much, because like I said, it's easy to, go through a depression or be down on yourself or turn to smoking too much weed, which I'm known to do sometimes. When you aren't in balance, you know what I'm saying? And when you're too stressed out about trying to, like, a lot of us men, we always, as young, we have this opinion that by 20, 25, 30, I should be here. And I should be this, I should have this much money, I should have this type of woman, I should have, it's just it's a gauntlet of things that you thought you should have based on perception of what you see other people in comparison. And man, all of this shit is bullshit, man. You just gotta tap into you and chill, man. And that's the biggest advice I give me.
Nah, for real, man. Hey, I definitely appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, making some time, sit with us, chat with us, you know what I mean? For real. What's coming next for you, bro?
Right now, beat taping, every day releasing beats. Tap in, roxranbeats.com. I'm start running ads here in a couple weeks, and we're just gonna keep turning up and putting pressure on them, man. And we ain't stopping. You already know.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate you making some time, man. For real. God bless, my brother. I'll be in touch,
bro.
No
Peace.
doubt.